I'm so sorry, I just couldn't resist. Let's move on to the video now.
Hi. What are you doing here? Man, sorry, you scared me. I was in the middle of something. In fact, hold on. Let me just dismount you from there. You want to see?
No.
Look at this. You see that? Just characters that I created for a show I want to make. Pretty cool, right? No? Okay, then. This is such a bad intro. So, this wasn't the video I originally wanted to make after a whole freaking year of no uploads or any substantial activity whatsoever, but because of the fact that I'm too lazy to finish the animated update video I originally planned, along with the fact that I'm an adult now, at least by the time this goes out anyway, bearing in mind that I've done speed arts on this channel before, yes, that's exactly where this is going, I decided it was an appropriate way to let people know that, no, I am not dead, I promise. Just don't hold your breath for when the next upload's gonna be, okay? However, this isn't just your regular run-of-the-mill speed art video from me, where there's only the speed art and nothing else of note. No. This specific video, well, it's still the speed art, but there's a little surprise at the end for it, which I was originally gonna do in my animated update video, but this is the update video now. Deal with it. Now let's move on to the speed art, please. In case you guys aren't already aware of this at this point, today's my birthday. My 18th birthday to be precise. But I don't want to dwell on that for too long because if I have to think about the concept of adulthood, I might face some serious existential dread. So instead I'm gonna ask, how and where have I been? I think that's the biggest question at this point anyway. I've been alright, I guess, during this year of absence. I mean, I technically haven't physically improved between then and now, which could contribute to my confusion over that question, but I have been more active on Twitter, Instagram, and Discord with art posts, animation tests, music pieces I made in MuseScore 4 for a concept album of a show I want to create in the future. In fact, I'm going to play you a little something, a little preview of what I have cooking up right now. That's it. That's all you're gonna get. 10 points if you know whose theme that is. I'll give you a hint. It's one of these three characters. If I've already shown you any of this, you're not allowed to comment. And so on and so forth. As for where I've been this past year, I think the best answer to that can be summed up in this one quote that I just made up. I've been going sometimes somewhere, and mostly nowhere. I've gone to a few places between last upload and now, some of which I'll make videos about in the future, but for the time being though, I'll just leave you with a list of at least some of them in no particular order because my brain is a square. New York, Pennsylvania, San Damiano, the Alamo Drafthouse Cinema, New York again, the Alamo Drafthouse Cinema again, Maryland, New Jersey, my basement theater. Wait, what? Who constructed this list? My room. Your mom's house. Well, okay, that was a bust. A more important question, though, is how have you guys been during my year of absence? I'm sure you guys have been doing pretty well without me anyway. And now that I'm 18, the last question I want to ask here is, what will I do? Well, I'm gonna go to college. I'm not specifying which college it is, but I will tell you it's in New Jersey. And hopefully I can get my courses managed, that way I can actually take classes which involve 2D, drawing, and things like that, so that I can actually get better at animation and stuff, so that it'll be much easier to make maybe a pilot for my show, or a short film or something, instead of only being able to make music for it. So that's pretty much most of what's going on my end. If you've made it this far without clicking off the video because of how disjointed it is, let me know in the comments and I may or may not respond with a heart or a reply or whatever. And now let's explain the kind of weird thought process that went into this speed art. Yippee! Obviously being or becoming an adult is kind of a scary thing to think about because there are a lot of implications that could affect your overall well-being. For example, you're no longer a kid. You have to move forward to more mature responsibilities. You have to go to college and live on your own. You have to fend for yourself without the direct help of your relatives, and so on. There can be a lot of pressure when it comes to being 18, which is why I have chosen this approach to go with for my persona. As you may see, or may have seen, he looks unsure, timid, scared even. He has no idea what the future holds for him, and he's not even sure if he's going to last as an 18-year-old in the very cruel world that he lives in. Okay, what am I talking about? If you notice, there are 9 balloons that are just flying above him on either side. I mean, obviously 9 plus 9 equals 18, but at the same time, if you think about it, that just means that being 18 is going to be something that will live with him for at least 1 year before he turns 19, which is going to be a whole other problem. He has no idea what to do. He's kind of feels alone in that way. I chose to make this somewhat simple in its structure because, well, I only had 1 day to do it, and also I wanted to get across some kind of emotion with it, especially with the persona, and I think, at least with this one, it kind of turned out really well, and I'm proud of how it worked out. You could say the blue is because blue is my favorite color, but at the same time, one could easily interpret it as being kind of sad. This could be a sad thing for him, and he doesn't even know it. So, that's all I have to say for it. And by the way, look at how that turned out. Come on. Look at that. Isn't that simple yet effective? That's so cool and awesome. I mean, just look at it. What am I doing? And now, without further ado, allow me to show you something very cool, very new, very peculiar, if you will, very legendary. Wait, how long ago did I make it? Oh. Ah!